Me, I'm doing goldie. Trying to slow down my motion.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Let's go now. Track 60.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another 1st down, as this time they get an even 20. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going to be taken in here by McClure. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Trey Tucker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Pittman. And that one complete downfield to Johnson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Giants at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. Jalen Hyatt, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hall ought to give up the middle. And a short gain down to about the 33. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt, 27 yards. And the Giants are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. 23 yards on the play.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
2nd and 1. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Pittman. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 31. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Go! 70 Lions, 79 Broncos. 19 Lions. Go!
Back to throw. Pittman. That one taken in by Neighbors. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Warrior 70. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Pittman. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. Off play action. Pittman. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And wrangled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays. And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly. Up the middle they go. Forbes.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll look to throw here on first down.
That's caught by Tucker. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll try the left side. Forbes. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive. Pittman looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
19 Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11. Warriors 70.
Operating from the gun. Pittman.
Completed to Hyatt.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
18 Pioneer. Street. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt in the final. To the first half, and the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good, and the lead is now 21-14. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. His throw incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Shakes off the set, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
18 left, 18 left.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Trey Tucker
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Third and 8.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Rig alert, rig alert. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw. Pittman. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Tucker hauls it in over the middle.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
He'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense is marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Deontay Banks there on the stop. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Vikings are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the... They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right.
That's caught downfield by Neighbors.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great start to the second quarter, better than 30 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 8.
At the Vikings 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Pittman.
He connects with Hyatt.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. They'll get it inside the 20.
And finally down at the 9-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them. Go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And it's second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Well, now they'll shift things around. Hall again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So nothing doing there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Pittman.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll give to Hall.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that fourth down stop. Points would be ideal for some breathing room, no doubt. And really, a field goal would be huge. That would make it a two-score game. Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. "37 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Here's 1st and 10.
He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away. Live to fight another down.
Here comes 2nd down.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Vikings, they boost.